we were just talking about, something that is left unclaimed by somebody in your neighborhood, your building, right?
I don't like that.
And you just maybe think about taking it because it's left out there for too long. What if that item left out too long, unclaimed by somebody in your neighborhood is one of the best running backs in the National Football League?
Ooh, that's a whole
Just for
nother-
your neighborhood's the NFC East.
That's okay.
And your neighborhood's the Amtrak corridor between, New York metropolitan area and Philadelphia. I'll just say that's your neighborhood.
That's all
and somebody in that area has a very, very valuable running back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who's originally from your area.
Okay.
Yeah. Your general area. And is just left unclaimed. Just say, go ahead and take it.
Oh,
Or they fall asleep. They fall asleep. Leave it out there in the NFC East lobby.
And they didn't pin a note on his shirt or anything?
No, nothing.
Okay.
You just take that guy. The answer is yes. You do.
That's a different story.
Listen, we talk about storylines in the spring and then in the summer and how great it's going to be in the fall. And it sometimes is overhyping. But man, oh man, when the Philadelphia Eagles take on the New York Giants this year, let's just say,
what do we got?
I'm going to look it up right now. I should have had it ready, but here it is. I'll put on my glasses. Here it comes. My eyes see. The Giants. There you go. The Giants hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Week 7, October 20th. Just a plain old 1 o'clock Eastern game on Fox. Is that not America's game of the week?
Is that a Tom Brady game?
They're going to leave it unclaimed in the lobby of America's games. Is that what you're saying?
It's part of just America's games. It's not the game.
It's part of it. It's just not, do you just claim it as America's game? By the way, that's what Fox does, right? They just claim the game. It's America's game.
It's a doubleheader week.
The rest of America
Doubleheader weeks.
can say,
I even have
maybe
special
not.
music I play.
At any rate, there it is. When that day happens, when that game happens, oh, man, we got to hope Saquon is healthy. We got to hope the Giants are off to a good start, right? Or I guess it doesn't matter how the Giants are, right?
No, it doesn't matter.
But Saquon's coming into MetLife October 20th. And Nick Sirianni talking about how Saquon looks in practice right now. And you could just tell how giddy this man is. He's good. I mean, honestly. We've seen how this running game has worked in the Sirianni era, if you will, if we can call it that, in the brief amount of time, with the legion of running backs that he has thrown out there, but not one of them, with all due respect to all of them that have run very well and successfully in this system, none of them are Saquon Barkley. Now you're putting Saquon with a chip on his shoulder and his quads, because you can place chips on those too. Coming in. This is what he had to say about Saquon, what he looks like in practice.
Yeah, of course. Man, Saquon, it's really nice to see him in green. And I know, it's really nice to see him there. Like we missed the tackle on him the other day on the sideline. Now we're not tackling, but you can tell without pads on, you can tell if that guy made the tackle or not. And I had visions back of like him on the sideline and us watching all these plays on the sideline of Saquon making somebody miss and Saquon making somebody miss and doing it again. And it was like, it brought me back to that. And like, man, I'm glad that I wasn't happy that our defensive player missed the tackle on this particular one, but I'm really happy that Saquon, that number 26, is on our side making the guy miss. Sometimes you see Giants fans around here with the, being so close. They give me a good, like, hey, go Giants. And I'd typically let it go. But if the guy gets me good enough, I usually say, got your best player.
Got your best player.
Got him.
By the way, got to be honest. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. They got the Giants' best player with the ultimate of respect to everybody else on the Giants roster. He is not wrong. They got their best player, got their community guy. They got their Walter Payton Man of the Year candidate. They got their guy, the guy that they were building around, the guy that they drafted second overall, the guy that did have an outstanding game in Daniel Jones' best game of his career in Minnesota in that wild card game before the Eagles curb stomped them out of the playoffs. Ended Saquon's best run as a Giant. And the Giants, for some reason, just didn't put the amount of money on the table required to keep him. And we will see how they go ahead and try and win football games without him. And we will see how the Giants respond on that side of the football. We will see if Devin Singletary, coming off of his best year of his career in Houston, can fill the role. And he will have that chip on his shoulder. But if you take all the chips on all the shoulders of Devin Singletary and Saquon Barkley, none of them compared to the one that's on Nick Sirianni's shoulder when he's feeling it. And on that day, week 7, in New Jersey, if the Giants fans dare to even breathe in that man's direction and Saquon does what Saquon is hoping to do.
He's going to get 40 touches in that game.
Honestly. He will need Dom's help, I think. Based on whatever's coming out of his mouth in the direction of the stands. OMG. I cannot wait for that day. It is set up. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.